A couple other highlights from last night. Bulls at Hornets. Kemba Walker. Good handles, but just an interesting shot.
Man, up until it gets to the rim, I think this is a great play because it's online. The move is great, but it's about 2 feet short.
Freaky. He looked. And did the guy fall, the defender?
I mean, I think he got to put a hand on the ground.
He stumbled.
Hawks Sixers. Rashawn Holmes with the come from behind block. Look how high he gets.
I like it.
All right, so
hit his head on the rim.
I was going to say, almost took his head off.
All right, so Broussard, that's a number 22 in a Philadelphia jersey with a chase down block. We're going to see a number 23 in a Philadelphia jersey with a chase downs next year.
What a finish between Miami and UNC. First, the Tar Heels tied up there with a 3. Then Miami senior Jaquan Newton wins it for the Hurricanes at the buzzer.
Take that on senior night, Tar Heels.
That's what you like to see. They didn't put their hands down when UNC hit the shot. See, you never know what can happen.
No time.
Keep hustling.
There was no timeout in this one, but it reminded me of the national championship game UNC lost. Hit the tough 3 to tie it, and then Villanova kid went down and won the game.
All right, time for drawing a blank. I give you a sentence, you fill in the blank. LeBron James accomplished an incredible milestone last night. He's the first player ever with 30,000 points, 8,000 rebounds, 8,000 assists. Chris Broussard, the next member of the 38-8 club, will be...
Look, I'm looking at the possibilities. Ben Simmons, 16, 7, and 7 his rookie year. He won't get the points, though. LeBron averaged 20 as a rookie, all right? And he's not going to score like LeBron. Russell Westbrook, I don't think he'll have the points.
No.
And even the rebounding earlier in his career wasn't as high as it is now. Kevin Durant won't have the assist. Giannis Antetokounmpo won't have the assist. You know, so I have to say, nobody. There's nobody coming to that. Nobody's born yet.
Nobody that's
I know you
born
think
yet.
somebody's born.
Well, I mean, I think the answer is also nobody. However, I'm leaving a slight hedge for LeBron James Jr. to join LeBron James in this club. I just want people to know, LeBron's the only member of this club. 30,000, 8,000, 8,000. He's also the only member of the 27,000, 7,000, 7,000. He's the only member of the 18, 8, 8. Like, so you are so far away from guys being anywhere close to him on this. So my answer's legends.
Including guys who played in an era where they racked up bigger stats.
I mean, only 7 guys have ever got to 30,000 points.
It's so hard
to
how talented he is. News out of the scouting combine. Sam Darnold announced he won't be throwing this weekend in front of NFL scouts. He will throw at his pro day in a few weeks. Darnold is thought by many to be the top player in the draft. So, Nick, the first pick in the NFL draft should be?
Should is the critical word in this. The first pick should be Josh Rosen. He's the best quarterback in this draft. I think he's the one, I think of all the players, he's the one most mentally and emotionally prepared to take the pressure of being the #1 overall pick. And unlike Sam Darnold, I didn't think he had a disappointing final year in college. And also, Josh Rosen, by the way, has come out and said publicly to Mike Silver, I never said I didn't want to play for Cleveland. That was an erroneous report. For all those reasons, he says it was an erroneous report. For all those reasons, I say Josh Rosen.
I like Rosen. People question his passion, fairly or unfairly. I don't know if it's fair, but they question his passion for the game. If he goes to Cleveland, gets beat up, banged up, and they're losing, if you don't have that passion for the game, it could really wane. I say Sam Darnold. I think he's got the moxie. I think he's got that attitude where he'll take on the challenge of going to a Cleveland and kind of turning him into a good franchise. So I say Sam Darnold.
That's not a bad answer, as long as you didn't say Josh Allen. If you said Josh Allen, I was going to walk away.
Moving on, Stephen Jones says the Cowboys will discuss the future with Dez Bryant sooner rather than later, and some think Dallas will ask Dez to take a pay cut from his $12.5 million salary, or even cut him altogether. Chris, the best fit for Dez Bryant next season is?
I think I'm going to surprise you. I'm not going to say the Cowboys, even though I don't think they should move on from Dez. I'm going to say the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow.
Look, I don't think Dez, even though Dallas should keep him, I don't know that he's a #1 anymore. I really don't think he is. Not on a great receiving group. Go there. T.Y. Hilton's there. T.Y. is a burner. He can be a downfield threat. Dez can become that possession receiver with Andrew Luck. I think he'd be a great fit in Indy.
All right, that's an interesting answer. I don't think that's ridiculous at all. I'm going to stick with the Cowboys, however. I think the Cowboys, I think they need each other. I think Dez needs somewhere where the coaching staff and ownership clearly support him, as they obviously do in Dallas. And I think Dallas needs talent at the receiver position. Dez can be disappointing. Dez can be a guy who is not, at the moment, the last couple of years, lived up to his physical ability and still be the best receiver on that team. I mean, after him, who are we talking about? Cole Beasley, Bryce Butler, maybe a rookie in the first round. So I say the Dallas Cowboys.
You love Cole Beasley.
I like Cole Beasley. I think Cole Beasley's a nice player.
I think Bryce Butler can step up.
To the Vikings now. According to reports, Minnesota will let Teddy Bridgewater hit free agency, where he will likely join Case Keenum and Sam Bradford. So last year the Vikings had 3 quarterbacks. They now have 0. Nick, next season Teddy Bridgewater should play for blank.
I'm going to have him stay with his team as well, the Minnesota Vikings. I think Teddy Bridgewater, I think the Vikings will sign Teddy and another quarterback, let them compete in training camp. He is the most popular guy in that locker room. Ownership loves him.
Yeah.
And he is going to have a bigger margin of error there than anywhere else. The NFL's a hard business. He's not going to get a lot of sympathy for, oh, he's still coming off that knee injury in any other city. So I say Minnesota.
I'm going to say the New York Jets.
Oh.
They need a quarterback. They've forever needed a quarterback since Joe Namath. And I think he is grounded enough and mature enough to handle New York City, to handle the criticism that would come his way if he struggles initially. I think he and Todd Bowles have similar demeanors, and they'd be a good fit together.
Okay.
I'm going to say the Jets.
That's interesting.
I wonder if your decision and your decision changes if Kirk Cousins signs to either of those
for
teams.
sure.
So,
absolutely.
that is a variable that we'll have to
It
factor
looks
in.
like the Vikings, I mean, the reports are that they're lining up.
They're in the mix, for sure.
All right, last one here. Finally, reports are Rob Gronkowski has considered retirement, and some people are speculating that he could have a great career ahead of him as a pro wrestler. That is a wrestler who has gone pro. That is a pro wrestler. Chris Broussard, Rob Gronkowski's wrestling nickname would be what?
Don't overthink it too much. Gronk. It's already marketable. Everybody knows who it is. That's a nickname. It's perfect.
It's a ridiculous
Gronk.
answer. His wrestling nickname should be El Gronk, so his catchphrase can be Yo Soy Fiesta. We know wrestling loves embracing in some type of racial stereotyping. El Gronk.
How about El Bronco?
El
That
Bronco.
sounds like it should be El Bronco.
Yes, El Bronco.
Don't you take the street name with your middle name? Is that how you do your wrestling name?
No, Jenna.
Street
That's
name with your
something
middle
else.
name.
Street name that you grew up on with your middle name is something else, Jenna. I'll tell you during the break, but you should read that.
I generally don't know, so I'm sorry. Now I feel embarrassed. Coming up, we got to take a break. Did LeBron take one step closer to becoming the greatest of all time? Next on First Things First.
I'm going to whisper it to you.